Every time I hear harmony sung, it's like chills, automatic chills in my spine. And I mean, when it's done so beautifully, like we just did it. Thank you. I'm just thankful that we live in a world where there is harmony made manifest through voices. Yeah, that's dope.
And thank you so much for what you said about this epidemic and for giving us that message too, because that's definitely really important. And it means a lot when you hear creative people and people who are artists use this space up here in that way. I know personally I really believe in that, so thank you.
I don't get it. Why should people who are playing music get up and tell us what they think about the world? What do they think?
Well, it's not necessarily what they just think, you know, it's what like they may experience and what they see going on. There is something outside of this show happening.
Are you saying that they do stuff when they're not on stage?
Oh yeah!
And that those experiences inform their point of view?
Yes!
Well, I'll start trying to listen a little more to that fancy.
Well, then I think with that, I should probably introduce the next rock star. She's often seen not at this venue, but at the venue of City Hall downtown. She's a completely political rock star, DIY artist who ran a grassroots campaign, has the highest review in my version of Pitchfork. Her name is Mary Kay Harris. She was a community organizer for decades and still is, and also a city councilor. And she supports the Community Safety Act.
Was that me? Yeah. Oh, I had no idea. Oh, great. Thank you guys for being here today. I know you're here because you're really interested in the Community Safety Act, or you're a big supporter of the Community Safety Act, or you are one of the parts of the coalition of the Community Safety Act, right? Am I right? Victoria is so right about the fact that not only am I an advocate for the Community Safety Act, I have been a long time advocate for people who have been abused by police brutality or police misconduct. For years and years, I spent my entire career at DARE trying to push for accountability in the police, in the rank of police and how they behave with certain people, right? So tonight I'm here because this is really, really important for all of us to join hands and take an interest in this. Simply because it is happening. Community Safety Act is something that's very, very important. We believe that everybody have a right, their freedom of liberty, their freedom of civil rights should be protected in the same kind of way. But we know that's not happening, right? We know that profiling does happen. The reason I got involved years and years ago in police accountability, looking for police accountability, I want to share a short story with you, and then I'm going to tell you why I support the Community Safety Act, but I bet you're going to figure it out before I even finish my story, right? Years ago, I said years ago, my son was brutally beaten in his forehead with the butt of a police gun. And it was for the purpose of blasting music. Years and years and years I tried to find out why was this even permitted to happen. So I started a campaign years and years ago, myself and many other people like yourself who got involved, who believed in the fact that everyone should be protected under the law. And they got involved and they fought fiercely to try to figure out exactly how are we going to handle this issue. Isn't it a shame? I'm talking about this happened to our family in 1996. What year is this again? What is it? 2015. Oh my goodness. And here I am standing here today still talking about the same thing about community safety and police accountability. Well, it's very, very important that we move forcefully with this ordinance that's in the city hall. Like Victoria said, I am a city council, but I just became a city council. I can say that I'm more of an organizer than I am a politician. So I still have, I still have the trenches in line. I still have the fight of freedom in my heart to do just that. So I do support the Community Safety Act. I support it because it has restrictions of what the police can do and what the police cannot do. And one of the things that we know that is very, very important, that everybody should be treated the same. We keep saying that over and over because we have to keep repeating that to the police as well. That everybody has a right to the freedom and the protection under the law. But that's not the case. In my community, which I serve, this means even more to me because I serve the Upper South Providence, the West End, and Elwood Avenue. So in that area that I serve is a high population of poverty. And I say the population of poverty is drawn by homelessness, people with mental illness, and all kind of other issues that is not always a situation that is a crime. You know, it's not really a crime to be poor, but it's a system that have caused us to get to a place where we are. So we know that with a system that's in place, we know that a lot of things are not always fair. And we know that a lot of times how the police handle people is not always fair. Look at our young people. Our young people are being targeted and put in a database, gang database. Whether you're a gang or not. I grew up with my friends all around me. Everywhere we go, it was in the streets, we were everywhere. But now that's not always the case. You can easily be targeted and profiled because you're with your friends. And I'm talking about people of color. So I want to say to you, it's very, very important that you learn as much as you can about the Community Safety Act. Join in. And be at the City Hall when that ordinance is introduced again. Because last year it was introduced. And this year, all the people who are behind the Community Safety Act is going to push full forward with this act. And we need your help. We need you there. Because you know what? It's power in numbers. It's power in the faces of people. And I want to appreciate you for tonight coming out, taking the time, and being serious about something that is so serious in our community.